Thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
Melania Trump. Great to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
I guess the first thing is
Melania Trump has made waves in the media recently.
You need to defend yourself.
Think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the First Lady anymore.
Because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end.
Just for her time as First Lady, but for a legal battle that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Before we dive in, let us know where you are watching from and give your honest opinion and stay till the end. Also, subscribe this channel. After securing an astounding $900 million defamation settlement against The View and co-host Sunny Hostin, Melania's victory is shaking up the world of media accountability. For years, The View has been known for its outspoken and often controversial co-hosts. They've made a name for themselves by expressing their opinions on hot-button political issues, celebrities, and public figures. But this time, they went too far. Sunny Hostin, known for her blunt style, decided to publicly analyze Melania's marriage to Donald Trump, claiming that she hated him and was only with him for financial gain. These baseless accusations were presented as facts, without any proof or credible sources to back them up. This isn't the first time Melania has been the target of media attacks. Throughout her time in the public eye, she's been painted as cold, detached, and opportunistic, labeled as an accessory to her husband's political career rather than an independent person with her own opinions and ambitions. But this time, Melania decided she wouldn't let these lies go unchallenged. The defamation lawsuit she filed against The View made it clear that she wouldn't stand by while the hosts spread falsehoods about her personal life. In her legal filing, Melania's team laid out how the hosts had crossed the line from offering opinions to spreading outright lies with the intent to harm her reputation. They also pointed to a pattern of targeting conservative women, including Melania, with defamatory remarks, while conveniently avoiding similar scrutiny of left-leaning figures. Despite The View's defense that their comments were protected under the First Amendment's freedom of speech, Melania's lawyers presented a mountain of evidence showing how the hosts had intentionally smeared her for their own gain. They provided specific examples of defamatory statements, interviews where the hosts doubled down on false claims, and undeniable proof that their words were not just off-the-cuff remarks, but calculated attempts to
Think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the First Lady anymore.
Because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end.
Awarding her a staggering $900 million in damages. This unprecedented verdict is not only a win for Melania Trump, but a massive blow to the media's unchecked power to spread misinformation about public figures. For ABC and the network's flagship show, The View, this ruling is nothing short of a catastrophe. The show has been on air for decades, but the financial toll and reputational damage from the defamation lawsuit could be enough to bring it all to an end. The settlement of $900 million represents one of the most expensive defamation payouts in history, and industry analysts are already speculating about the show's future. In fact, some believe The View may be facing cancellation altogether due to the immense financial blow. The lawsuit also raised broader questions about media accountability. Shows like The View have long positioned themselves as arbiters of truth and political discourse. But Melania's case has exposed how those in positions of power can use their platforms to tear down others without any real consequences. If Melania Trump, a former First Lady, could successfully take down a major network, who else might follow in her footsteps? Industry insiders are speculating that Melania's legal victory could serve as a wake-up call for other public figures who have been similarly smeared by the media. With the precedent she has set, celebrities and politicians who have been unfairly targeted in the past might now feel emboldened to take legal action against media outlets that have spread damaging and defamatory rumors. As the dust begins to settle, the fallout continues to unfold behind the scenes. ABC executives are reportedly scrambling to manage the crisis, with some insiders suggesting that they may have no choice but to cancel The View to avoid further damage to the network's bottom line. The show's brand, which has long thrived on controversy and pushing boundaries, may have finally reached the point of no return. Melania is sitting comfortably knowing that she just set a precedent that will make every media personality think twice before using her name as a punchline. Again, this case has sent shockwaves through the media industry. Legal teams across the board are now scrambling to reassess the risks of unchecked commentary shows. Like The View might finally have to start practicing actual journalism. Instead of will more lawsuits follow? One thing's for sure. And what about Sunny Hostin, the co-host who ignited this legal firestorm with her reckless words? Reports suggest that she has been notably absent from the public eye since the verdict was announced. Normally quick to defend
Melania
herself
Trump.
in the face
Great to
of
see you.
controversy.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
I guess the first thing is
Treated like she was just along for the ride in Donald Trump's political career. But this lawsuit has shattered that perception. She fought back and won big time. She didn't just get an apology or a retraction. She got a settlement so massive that it might just take down an entire show, and in doing so, she set a precedent that could change the entire media landscape. The ripple effects of this case are already being felt across the industry. If The View can be taken down for defamation, what about all the other media outlets that have built their brands on slandering public figures? Who's next? You can bet that lawyers for other celebrities and political figures are paying close attention, realizing that they no longer have to sit back and let the media destroy their reputations unchecked. And now, as the dust settles, the aftermath of this historic lawsuit is unfolding. In real time, ABC executives are scrambling behind closed doors, desperately trying to figure out their next move. The network has already taken a massive financial hit, and industry insiders say that advertisers are quietly pulling out, not wanting to be associated with a show that just cost its parent company nearly $1 billion. Some reports even suggest that The View's days are officially numbered. There's serious talk of canceling the show entirely, or at the very least, doing a massive overhaul that involves firing the most problematic hosts. And let's be real, at the top of that list, Sunny Hostin. Sunny has been suspiciously quiet ever since the verdict came down. Normally, she's the first to double down when she's called out, launching into long-winded, self-righteous defenses about how she's just speaking her truth. But not this time. This time, she's been noticeably absent from social media, ducking interviews, and avoiding the public eye altogether. And honestly, can you blame her? She's not just looking at professional disgrace. There's a real possibility that she could be let go from the network entirely. ABC has to weigh its options, and if firing her means salvaging what's left of The View's reputation, then she might be sacrificed for the greater good. Meanwhile, the other hosts are reportedly terrified. This lawsuit wasn't just a financial loss. It was a warning shot if Melania Trump was willing to go after them and win this big who's next. Because let's not forget, The View has a long history of spewing, reckless commentary about high-profile figures, and now that the floodgates have opened, other powerful individuals might feel emboldened to take legal action as well. There are already whispers that other lawsuits could be in the works. After all, this wasn't just about Melania. The show has made a habit of trashing public figures, spreading misinformation, and framing it as hot takes. But now, that one of their victims has successfully fought back, others might follow suit. And let's not overlook the sheer humiliation of it all. For years, The View has portrayed itself as the moral authority on everything: politics, culture, relationships, you name it. The co-hosts have built their brand on lecturing others, tearing people down, and acting as if they're the final word on truth and justice. But this lawsuit has flipped the script entirely. Now, they're the ones being held accountable. Now, they're the ones being exposed as reckless, biased, and frankly unprofessional. They spent so much time branding themselves as fearless truth-tellers, but when it came time to face the truth about their own actions, they folded. Melania, on the other hand, is thriving. This lawsuit wasn't just about money, it was about respect, and she got it. She proved that she's not some passive political spouse who can be dragged through the mud without consequences. She took on one of the most powerful daytime talk shows in America and won. And now she's the one with the power, while The View is in full-blown crisis mode. If you like this video, then subscribe this channel.